In this video, we're going to learn how to make our own buttons using our own original art. You can see here in this video that you put your artwork on top of a blank, and then you put a plastic piece on top of that. You press it, turn, and then you put it back on it by pressing it again, just like this. What I like to do when I'm making my buttons is create a background. I like to use watercolors for this. Here's a few backgrounds that I've made, and I just created a long strip of different colors so that I can create an artwork on top of that. From there, I cut out circles that have that background already made on it. Then I like to create an artwork on top of those backgrounds like you see here, using Sharpies, pens, acrylic paints like you see in this picture, or anything else. You can even glue something down. Once you have your abstract background painted, then what you do is you take your 2-inch strip of paper and you slide it into the slot. It's a very thin slot and it's on the side of the handle. So it goes right here where the handle is. This has to be dry to work. But then I take the handle, I press it down. Underneath right here is this metal piece that pushes it up. And so then that gives you a circle. This is what I'm going to draw on top of. And so don't make your design until you have your circle. That way you know you make it the right size. Then I'm going to keep sliding. Sometimes it gets stuck and you have to slide it out to slide it back in. I'm just going to go on the other side. So I'm going to slide on this side. So I'm just keep cutting, and you can see how this is cutting all these holes out of this paper. Once I have my holes cut, then I might take a pen, maybe a Sharpie, maybe a white pen, or maybe even some of these gel pens paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint the heart first. You can see how that ink is starting to bleed where I've put the ink down. So you always want to do the watercolor first and then the ink. So I might let that dry and then come and shape it up with my Sharpie pen. But Sharpie pens and gel pens typically look pretty good on this whenever you add things to it. Okay, this is our button maker. It has slot A, and it says sharp side down, and slot B, and it says sharp side up. And so what that means is this is my button. This is the back of the button, inside the button. And then this is the part that has the push pin. It goes on the outside. This side rolls over, and that means that is the soft side and this is the sharp side. So the sharp side goes up here, and that's the inside of the button right there. It needs to be going from side to side. That's position B, and then I'm just going to rotate this thing. I'm going to take this part of the button, and the sharp side goes down, the round side goes up. And so that drops in there and it fits perfectly, it doesn't move, and that's how you know that that's in there correctly. Then you place your paper on top of that with your paper facing up, and then you take this clear piece of plastic and you place it on top. Then you rotate it, and then you take your handle and you're going to stamp it down and then pick it up. Then I'm going to rotate it again, and notice that your artwork is gone. Your artwork is up here in the top. It's stuck up there. I'm going to press it again and then pick it up, rotate it again, and then there's your button, just like that. Okay, so that's how we create the button.
First, you want to just turn the turntable so the pickup station is in front of you. Then you want to take a shell, sharp edge down, and make sure you only have one. Place it in the pickup die. Then take your graphic, Mylar, and then you want to orient these so they're facing you. Spin the turntable, place your pin back in the crimp station, sharp edge up. You want to make sure the pin is towards the top of the button and facing straight from left to right. pull the handle down. The shell graphic and mylar stay in the upper die. You spin the turntable so the pin back is underneath the upper die. Pull down the handle. Spin the turntable. There you have a finished 2 1/4 button.